Namaskar. In continuation with the previous video, this video will discuss further aspects of operations research. Talking about the operations research approaches. There are three different approaches within which we can approach to a particular decision making situation. The first situation or the first approach that we can adopt is a methodical approach. A methodical approach, as the name suggests, is an approach which actually concentrates on the procedure which will be utilized to attain a particular decision. The second kind of approach is an objective approach. This approach is very objective in nature and it actually is aimed at the final goal or the ultimate aim of the particular decision. And whatever approach that we adopt is basically to attain the particular objective or the goal. The third approach is a holistic approach. A holistic approach is exactly reverse of the objective approach because the holistic approach is not only concentrating on the main objective but rather it works on the entire system and it aims to attain a betterment and an optimization in the entire system. Now, the next topic is the role of operations research in decision making. It can also be said the relationship between OR and decision making. This can be better understood by looking at the decision making process under operations research. When we talk about decision making under operations research, the different steps involved are: the first step is defining the problem. When we talk about defining the problem or defining the decision making situation over here, we mean that we need to define what exactly is the hurdle that is being addressed to. What is the problem that is being faced by the organization and what all possible alternatives are there in order to fulfill that particular situation. After defining the problem in detail, the next step is to develop a model. By model over here, we mean the scientific or the mathematical model, which will be the base for any operations research technique that we decide to use to solve that particular problem. After developing the model, we try to acquire the input data. That is, by experimentation, we try to get the data and feed it into our model. After getting the input data, the next step is to put that data into the model and try to evaluate the solution using the different variables. After we get solution to the different alternatives that are possible, we try and test these results and we analyze which of them will give us an optimal value. After we get the optimal solution, the last and the most important step is the implementation of the particular result in the real life situation. Hence, we can say that if operations research is used in decision making, the entire procedure is very scientific and it will give the same consistent result whenever we try to solve it using the particular technique. So it actually ensures a logical and a consistent answer to the decision making situation. Now, the next is the significance or the importance of operations research. The first importance is that it provides solutions to various business problems. We have already discussed it could be related to any field of management. But operations research ultimately it helps us to find a solution to a particular problem. Another important importance of OR is that it is a tool for scientific analysis. That means it does not give any abstract or subjective response to the problem. Rather, it actually addresses the problem in a very scientific way. With the help of a scientific analysis of the situation, the very importance of operations research lies in a better control. With the help of operations research, we are able to control our procedures in a methodical manner. As we are able to evaluate all the alternatives prior to actually executing them, it is a very helpful tool in the planning phase of management. Then it facilitates decision making, which we have discussed already. Optimal resource allocation is the next significance of operations research. We know that there are many resources in an organization which are utilized for different purposes on a sharing basis. Now, which resource should be allocated where so that the overall profits are increased and the costs are minimized can be easily calculated using any of the operations research technique. The next important thing is that it gives an integrated business system. Why? Because at the same time, it can be utilized in the different departments of a particular organization. For example, it may be working on the inventory management, production management, and operations management, quality control management, procurement management, dispatch management at the same time so that overall cost of the company is reduced. By all these things, it actually promotes an organized thinking in the organization, which ultimately helps in the development of the organization in the long run. Now, there are various techniques of operations research. Some of them are linear programming. Linear programming is a technique which utilizes a model based on linear equations to solve different problems related to production management, portfolio management, raw material resource requirements, time requirements, etc. Game theory is one technique which is utilized for the competitive strategies of different players in the market. Queuing theory is a theory which actually talks about the movement of a queue, let's say a banking queue, or a queue for ticket counters, or a queue of restaurant managers, etc. So, how that queue is managed and how much waiting time will be there for the customers can be easily seen with the help of queuing theory. Markov process is another technique of operations research. Inventory system is one technique which is utilized by the firms in order to maintain an optimal level of inventory so that there is no blocked inventory and at the same time the flow of raw material is not broken or an uninterrupted power supply is available. Ratio analysis is another technique which is very helpful in financial analysis, especially. Probability theory is one theory which is utilized for better decision making in any organization. Network analysis, which involves two techniques, project evaluation and review technique, and critical path method. These two techniques are utilized for project management and it actually includes proper resource allocation and time duration calculations for any ad hoc project taken up by the organization. Sequencing theory talks about the different work tasks that are to be accomplished by a firm and in what sequence should these work be done in order to reduce the total cost of company. Replacement theory actually tells us how much time should we take before replacing a particular machinery in a particular firm. So, these are a few of the techniques of operations research. There are many more to it. Now, talking about the limitations of operations research, which is also the last part of the video. One very big limitation of operations research is its practical application. This technique can give us very good results on pen and paper while planning the particular process. But sometimes the practical application of the solutions becomes very difficult. Another thing is that as these modeling techniques needs uh, educated and well qualified personnel to apply these techniques, and many softwares and other models are needed to accomplish these tasks. Because of this, operations research becomes a very costly operation. Next, very big limitations of operations research, which we need to understand very clearly, is that operations research is only a tool of analysis. It cannot be a purely decision making technique. That means it may help the manager or the decision maker in deciding which alternative seems to be the best. But ultimate decision lies in the hands of the manager only, and this decision he may take by consulting the operations research results along with other factors of consideration, which may be some environmental considerations, some subjective considerations of other sort. The next thing in question is the reliability of the proposed solution. Many a times, the solution that is being given by operations research is a proposed solution. It may be so that because of some natural disaster or some kind of unexpected situation, the proposed solution may not be able to be attained. Because of this, we can say that the reliability of the solution itself is in a question mark. The next limitation is regarding the mathematical expression. Many of the decision making situations can be converted into a mathematical expression or a mathematical model, but few of them may not be able to be converted into a mathematical expression, and because of which no operations research technique can be adopted in such cases. Another important limitation of operations research is that if there is one objective function, either profit maximization or cost minimization, an operations research technique can be utilized for the same. But at the same time, there may be a case where there are two or more objectives of a particular firm and it wants to attain the optimal solution which suits all the objectives. This kind of approach may be difficult to attain in case of operations research. Then there can be some internal resistance from the employee's side also while implementing this particular technique. Why? Because it may lead to a little more complex tasks and everyone may not be ready for the same. And the last thing is that it needs a lot of competence to accomplish such kind of tasks. That is, of actually adopting a particular OR technique and utilizing it for decision making process. So these are a few limitations of operations research, and with this we complete our introduction to operations research.